Good morning. Today is Sunday, and I'm the Moon Mama. How are you guys doing today? Sunday is the day that is governed by the sun, and the sun is currently in at the 25th degree of Pisces. And oh my goodness, I'm so grateful that Pisces is almost over with. And the reason I'm grateful is because we're experiencing all of this collective stuff. And Pisces is like I have a Pisces rising, and Pisces is the energy of where we come to transcend our limitations, where we come to have experiences that give us the opportunity to tap into our imaginations, to get out of the 3D reality and into another dimension so that we can find new ways to to transcend, to move through troubles. It's like Pisces is where we come to have troubles so that we can discover God, so that we can discover compassion, that we can discover empathy, so that we can work together, so that we can love one another. Like if you, when you think about Jesus Christ, they would always say like he represented the Pisces, the fish, right? And so that's this energy of deep love no matter what, compassion no matter what, devotion. Um, it, it, it it's representative of the ocean and everything being together and everything being connected. And so in this experience right now what we're having in our world with this doggone coronavirus, it's like we get this opportunity to look at one another, to love one another, to see where we're failing, to see how we need to shift and be better. That's the thing that I really appreciate about Trump's presidency, is that it's so maniacal and outside of our understanding of what presidencies have ever been, that we're having to look at who we really are. We're needing to look at what does work and what doesn't work, and that requires the ability to do that requires compassion. It requires empathy. And right now we're seeing that we're still having a lot of panic and chaos and confusion, but it'll slow down. It has to, because sooner or later we have to realize that we need to snap out of it in order to function, in order to be different. Yesterday I went to a wedding. It was so incredible. I haven't been to a wedding in a really long time. And one of my clients, I've been coaching a client of mine and her fiance and now her husband, coaching them on the astrology between the two of them, how they can navigate a life together. And it's really interesting because the groom is wheelchair bound. He had I think he was hit by a car and has an injury and is in a wheelchair. And just to watch this couple navigate this very challenging experience with such grace and love and commitment and devotion to themselves and to one another. And it was fascinating because they exchanged vows, and the man declared, that he was going to hold the space for his wife to become herself, to be exactly what she desires to be fully realized as a person in their relationship, that he was going to be the person to hold the space for her to become fully realized as herself. And that the thing that was so fascinating about her is that she said that, she knows so many men, but here this man in this wheelchair is the most courageous man, the most compassionate man, the most driven man, the strongest man that she's ever known, even in a wheelchair, that he is all of that. And like that is the nature of Pisces. It's like, what can you see? Even though there's all these challenges here, what good, what grace, what power, what majesty is still available in the face of troubles, in the face of challenges? Can you still see God? Basically, that's what it is. Can you still see God? The moon today is still in Sagittarius, and it's in the disseminating phase. So it really is about truth that inspires, truth that that has us taking action, right? It's that truth that is creative. Like, so what inspires you into action? What inspires you? What can you know that will help you feel better about who you are, or more in alignment with the truth of who you are? Like, do you understand that you are a divine being, that you are here having a spiritual experience? Do you understand, the truth of being able to, oh my gosh, my neighbor's cat is at my window. He's so funny. He comes to my window when he wants to get in and he can't reach her. He'll come and meow, and sometimes I go and let him in. One time they even broke in my house and came in. They opened the screen. The cats did. I'm telling you, these animals are hilarious. So it's the truth. It's the truth about who you are. And when we know the truth of ourselves, when we know the truth about who we are, then that in and of itself is inspiring. I know the more that I understand the truth of how my gifts function and my astrology, the more I understand it, the more inspired I am to live in this way that allows me to be of service in the world. And so I encourage you to use this energy today to ask, to get clear about who you are and understand. Look at the troubles in your life. Look at the things that are really challenging to you, and then see if you can discover that that challenge is there to help you discover something about yourself. That difficulty is there to help you question what you're really capable of. I know I've shared this story before, but what I'm telling you, when I was pregnant with my son and the doctor said you're about to have a child with Down syndrome, I was like, oh, fuck. This means I need to become more. This means I need to be something different than I am. This means that there's more to me than I know even. If this child is coming, this means I need to discover something deep within myself, some sort of strength or intelligence or wisdom, genius, compassion, love. I need to learn more about who I am to meet the request of this experience. And so look in your life and see what your difficulties are. And rather than, oftentimes I know we can look at something and go, oh, I need more money for that. Or if I just had more time, no. That's not how it goes. Look at the thing that's challenging you, that's wringing you out, that's really making you struggle, and ask, what can I become that would meet this challenge, this trouble head on, so that I will know myself as the spiritual divine being that I am? What can you become that will save you, from this experience that you're having, that will rescue you, but it's inside of you that you have to become it. So I encourage you, if you want to come and work with me and get coaching, or join the next moon cycle. It starts tomorrow. It's in Aries, and it truly is about becoming courageous and being who you're here to be. And if that's something that you know that you need right now, that you need for your life, not just for this experience we're having on the planet, but for your life, that you need to really become who you're here to be, reach out and let me give you the link for this. And it's going to be a great month for us to really, because we're going to have a lot of stuff to work on, because you can see what the planet is going through. So I encourage you to come share the video. And, let me, Cheryl and Christine, be of service to you. We have an entire community there, and we love to do this work, and we need it because this is the work that we're doing on the planet right now. There's something about the moon work that really is mysterious, and it opens you up to aspects of yourself that you did not know you had because you didn't need them. That's it. That's how it works. We don't use stuff that we don't know that we need and that we have. I was with a client yesterday, and we've been working with this client for about a year or so, and maybe a little more, and he's a genius. And I realized that many Black people and probably white people too, because of resources, we grew up in environments where we didn't have where people didn't know who we were. They didn't know how intelligent we were. They didn't know how to give us what we needed in order to become ourselves. And so now we're adults still figuring out who we are. And so the moon work is a really great way to do that. All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'm the Moon Mama. Bye-bye.